You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news. Kelly&Ripa's quiet but powerful update, why her calm presence spoke louder than words. In today's fast-moving media world, we're used to headlines that scream for attention, dramatic announcements, emotional speeches, viral controversies. But sometimes the most impactful moments arrive quietly, without explanation, without spectacle. That's exactly what happened today with Kelly&Ripa. Viewers tuning in noticed something different. There was no shocking revelation, no big announcement, no emotional breakdown. Instead, Kelly appeared calmer than usual, her words measured, her tone softer, her pauses lingering just a little longer. And in that silence, a powerful emotion spoke louder than anything she could have said. Fans didn't hear bad news, they felt a moment. A moment that reminded us all that not every emotional story needs to be explained. Sometimes strength shows itself in quiet ways, through presence, composure, and grace. And today, Kelly&Ripa showed exactly that. A subtle shift that spoke volumes. Kelly&Ripa has long been admired for her energy, humor, and professionalism. For decades, audiences have seen her light up screens with laughter, quick wit, and warmth. She's the kind of host who feels like a daily companion, someone familiar, someone trusted. That's why today stood out. On the surface, nothing seemed dramatically different. She wasn't distressed, she wasn't overly excited, but something felt quieter. Her expressions were softer, her pauses carried weight, her tone felt reflective, almost as if she was holding thoughts that didn't need to be spoken out loud. For many fans, this subtle shift was enough to spark conversation. Social media quickly filled with messages from viewers who felt the emotional weight of the moment without being told what to feel, and that's rare. In a culture where oversharing is common, Kelly's restraint felt refreshing. The power of emotional restraint. What made today's update so powerful wasn't what Kelly said, it was what she didn't say. She didn't explain every emotion, she didn't frame the moment with dramatic language. Instead, she allowed space for viewers to interpret, relate, and reflect. That restraint is what made the moment resonate. Emotion, when handled quietly, often becomes more relatable. Many people watching likely saw themselves in that moment, carrying responsibilities, balancing work and personal life, showing up even when emotions run deep. Kelly didn't need to tell a story for people to feel one. The emotion was present in her demeanor, not her dialogue. Why fans felt so connected. Kelly&Ripa has spent years building trust with her audience. Viewers don't just see her as a television host, they see her as someone familiar, almost like a friend who shows up every morning. That trust means even small changes don't go unnoticed. Today's emotional tone resonated because it felt real. Fans weren't reacting to a headline, they were responding to a human moment. Many commented that they appreciated seeing a more reflective side of her, one that didn't rely on performance. This connection highlights something important. Audiences are increasingly drawn to authenticity over drama. Quiet honesty often lasts longer than loud reactions. A reflection of real life. One possible reason today's update felt so meaningful is that it mirrored real life. Not every day comes with big news. Sometimes life is about moving forward quietly, doing your job, caring for loved ones, holding emotions with grace. Kelly&Ripa's calm presence today reflected that reality. It showed that strength doesn't always come from excitement or confidence alone. Sometimes strength is found in showing up with composure, even when emotions are layered beneath the surface. This balance between professionalism and personal feeling is something many people strive for. Seeing it modeled on screen can be deeply reassuring. Emotional moments don't need explanations. What made today's update stand out was that it didn't demand interpretation. Kelly didn't ask for sympathy, attention, or concern. She simply existed in the moment, and that was enough. In many ways, this approach respects the audience. It trusts viewers to feel without being instructed how to react. That trust strengthens the bond between public figures and their audiences, creating a shared emotional understanding rather than a one-sided narrative. A reminder of why Kelly Ripa endures. Kelly Ripa's long-standing success isn't accidental. It's built on consistency, authenticity, and emotional intelligence. Today's quiet but powerful update reminded viewers why she continues to resonate across generations. She doesn't rely on extremes. Instead, she offers balance between humor and seriousness, energy and calm, public life and personal boundaries. That balance is what keeps audiences returning day after day. What today's moment means going forward. While today's update didn't signal a major change or announcement, it did reinforce something important. Emotional presence matters. In a world that often values constant excitement, moments of calm reflection can feel grounding. For fans, this moment wasn't about concern, it was about connection. It was a reminder that even familiar faces experience quieter days, thoughtful moods, and emotional depth. Kelly Ripa didn't need to say much today. Her presence spoke clearly on its own. The quiet strength that lasts. Today's emotional moment from Kelly Ripa proves that not all impactful updates come with headlines or explanations. Sometimes the most meaningful connections happen quietly, through tone, expression, and authenticity. As viewers continue to watch, one thing remains clear. Kelly Ripa's strength lies not just in her ability to entertain, but in her ability to be real. And today, that quiet reality was more powerful than words. Sometimes the strongest emotions are the ones never spoken out loud. Kelly Ripa didn't ask for attention today. She didn't explain what she was feeling. She didn't turn the moment into a headline. Instead, she showed something far more powerful: emotional presence. And that is what stayed with viewers long after the moment passed. A shared emotional pause. In a world filled with noise, constant updates, and dramatic reactions, this calm, emotional tone felt different. It felt real. Many people watching could relate, not because they knew exactly what Kelly was thinking, but because they recognized the feeling. That quiet strength, that sense of carrying emotions while still showing up, still doing the work, still smiling gently for others. For fans, this wasn't a moment of fear or worry, it was a moment of understanding. It reminded us that everyone, no matter how familiar their faces on our screens, experiences thoughtful days. Days when emotions are present but don't need to be explained. Days when simply being calm takes more strength than being loud. The takeaway. Kelly Ripa has spent years building a connection with her audience, not just through laughter and entertainment, but through authenticity. Today reinforced why that connection is so strong. She allowed viewers to feel without telling them how to feel, and in doing so, she created something rare: a shared emotional pause. This moment also serves as a gentle reminder for all of us. It's okay to have days where we slow down. It's okay to feel deeply without sharing every reason why. And it's okay to show up quietly with grace, even when emotions are layered beneath the surface. As the day moves forward, fans will remember this update not because of what was said, but because of what was felt: a quiet moment, a powerful presence, and a reminder that emotional strength doesn't always need a voice. Sometimes silence tells the most honest story of all.